Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's NMeade here. Welcome to the beginning of Mario Kart Wii Time Trial for 2021.
Anyways, here we go.
Apologies for the big delay here, but we are here today to cover the world record activity for January 2021. January was a huge month with 12 world records across 6 unique tracks, with some huge milestones achieved right at the very beginning of this year. Let's get started. Kicking us off right away on New Year's Day, Luke improved his own N64 Bowser's Castle world record by 10 milliseconds with an ending time of 2:37.28. Luke would go on to improve 2 more times after this later on in January with a 5 millisecond improvement on January 14th with a time of 2:37.23, and a bigger cut, becoming the first player to achieve a 2:30.6. This time being a 2:36.77 on January 24th.
It likes to be like...
Starting with Luke's 7-8
You got rid of the minus.
Luke's lap 1 had no major flaws besides the mushroom, and the last turn was just a bit sketchy for Luke. Aside from those 2 parts, it was still good enough for a mid 50.2 lap for lap 1, which is still absurd to see that fast of a lap being driven on lap 1 in of itself, by the way. Lap 2 has some bigger time losses for Luke, with getting a drop chain wheelie on the bridge at the start of lap 2, afterward hitting some of the grass on the exit of the first turn. Some smaller time losses later on would result from a wheelie turn before the downward thwomps and a bad last turn, but everything else during lap 2 was good for Luke. I'd like to really emphasize the grasp that Luke has on this track with how fast he executes his driving. Getting a drop chain here at the bridge loses a large amount of time, and even with that, still being able to improve the world record is incredibly impressive.
You already watched this. Why is everyone ruining everything for themselves?
So big props to
morons.
Luke's lap 3 had no huge errors for him, apart from bounces on the last bridge before the spiral, and an unfortunate bad turn to end the run, but still enough to clutch out a new world record here. The bridge before the spiral is an underrated part of the track for time gain or time loss at this level now. Just as the beginning bridge of each lap, the bridge before the spiral really has no rhyme or reason behind how to go completely flat with no bounces. With that in mind, you can certainly lose an entire run or a large amount of time if you're not careful here. With really optimizing the turn into the bridge section, you're going into your wheelie a lot sooner compared to years past. With
Wales
that in mind,
doesn't
the
matter.
chain wheelie
NMeade is
you get
more
before
important.
the spiral is more detrimental if you don't get a full chain wheelie here. This is still the fastest way to do this section, but is another classic example of an optimization for one part of a track that
even though you're
a new
telling
chain
the
wheelie
truth,
or a chain wheelie that normally happens just as you're about to hop for a turn. It happens a bit earlier now. So if you mistime the rechain, it's another section for time loss. Also noteworthy before we head to Luke 723 is that Luke actually tied his new 2:37.28 run 4 days before setting the 2:37.23, with lap splits of 52.22, 54.11, and a new best known split on lap 3 of 50.095.
It is. That's what I was referring to, Sean.
1 shimmer lap hit on N64 Bowser's Castle, which is a massive milestone to hit. Luke has also hit the
Why the hell do you think I'm doing this?
1 shimmer for lap 1 here.
Why did no one tell me this? I just
did! Milestone to hit. Back when I was competing on this track over 10 years ago, I felt a 50.1 on lap 1 and 50.0 on laps 2 and 3 would be a human maximum limit to hit. And it's been really exciting to see someone with true mastery of the game's mechanics take this track to a whole different dimension, raising the standard of this track to something else now at this point. Luke said when he first hit a 50.2 on lap 1 back around April of 2018, he didn't think a 50.1 was possible at the time, as he also never hit a 50.1 lap 2 back then as well. But when he started getting low 50.2s on lap 1 last year, he knew a 50.1 lap 1 was barely feasible, along with a 50.0 on laps 2 and 3. Incredibly impressive, with the best known splits now giving a time of 2:33.78 as of today's upload date. Heading now to Luke 723, Luke hit his fastest lap 1 in a world record run to current day with a 52.15 on lap 1. only 27
Nick is
milliseconds
God. Nick
off
is
of the
God.
best time split for lap 1.
Nick is God
With
tier,
this
yeah.
lap, apart from a less than ideal
I spent
first turn
the
for
entire
Luke,
day
this lap
watching-
practically had no flaws in Luke's perspective. Lap 2 had a half
Watching
chain
his
wheelie,
old
which
world
is still
records.
fairly solid, all things considered. But unfortunately, Luke had a
On the
sizable
TV
bounce
downstairs.
thereafter, which lost a decent amount of time. In comparison to a flat bridge with no bounces and a full chain wheelie, this lost around 100 milliseconds in comparison according to Luke. Aside from that, the Superman, being the wheelie you do over the staircase, was average for Luke and had an unfortunate bounce on the last turn, which lost close to 50 milliseconds for Luke. The ending spin drift can cost a lot of time if you're not careful, especially at world record standard. Simply making it back onto the track won't suffice compared to an optimal last turn. Showing off the ghost comparison, you can see how much Luke actually loses versus an ideal last turn.
Sounds good to me, Jake.
Luke 723 is the ghost that is sent far to the left versus the other runs which
Oh,
huck it
far
tight
to the left,
right
that's giving
when
me
transitioning back onto the road. The
flashbacks
most
to playing
ideal
this track
setup
this
is
time
having
last
an
year.
ever so slight left to right
Freaking
angle
wall.
and doing a very hard spin drift where if you do everything right, like in the comparison here, you maintain as tight of a turn as possible
I would.
back onto the road and saving
not
a
gonna deny.
considerable amount of time. The fine little details is what separates good laps to great laps on any track. And
If you
this is one
outright
of those
quit, I'll give you
examples I've shown
VIP.
here.
No,
Lap
no.
3 in this run had one of the biggest
I'll
saves
consider it.
I've seen in a world record run. Luke unfortunately had a bad Superman, which happened with the wheelie after the main turbo being a bit delayed. However, this wheelie still made it out in time where he was airborne for a good amount of time.
That section looks really tough to do.
Normally
on
when this
Bowser
wheelie
bike.
is done
Just
too
this
late,
whole
majority of the time you simply
area.
stick to the entire staircase and your run
I
is
just have
essentially
no
over.
idea how
Luke's clutch save was crazy to
most
see
of
in this
these
run,
records
and Luke even comments that he
work.
was very surprised this ended up being a new record at the time, with noting the last turn being pretty bad as well, but nonetheless was still good enough for a 5 millisecond improvement and a new world record. Now we head to Luke's last improvement of 2:30.677 this month, which seeing the
Don't know if I want
digits
a
in of
PTM
itself
T3
is
up to you.
freaky, setting the first 2:30.6 on this track. Lap 1 was overall pretty good for Luke, with any 50.2 lap 1 being solid enough to run with, noting a few turns could have been better and having a high trick off the last ramp. Lap 2 was a decent lap for having a flat beginning bridge with a half chain wheelie with nice driving except for a bad line out of the sliding swamp room, which cost some time in the Superman and the Shroom and the turn after the Shroom spot. Lap 3 had a flat chain wheelie at the bridge and had great driving for Luke, noting the Superman and Shroom spot being very good, although the exit could have been done tighter. Luke mentions being on best known split pace for lap 3 at this
Ugh,
point,
that
leading
sounds
into the
gross,
spiral
Sean.
entry, having a decent spiral
Horrible loss of
section,
time.
but unfortunately had a bad exit and had to lose a bit of speed for a recovery for the trick
To
ramp.
compare it to someone like
Having this
Ninty's
angle
Ghost.
gives you a higher ramp trick than normal,
Or
and
one
being
of
unable to
Ninty's
do the
runs.
optimal strategy for taking this ramp. Ideally,
I know
you
he
have
played
a
it- this
slight
track a
left to
lot
right angle
last
being
year.
a bit to the right of the midline of the section before the ramp, and you turn hard right as you're hitting the ramp, and even when you're airborne, delay the trick, and these steps combined allows you to get a really low trick, saving a fair amount of time, and you can observe this in most of the other laps in these runs. In comparison, Luke had an early exit from the spiral and was aligned too far to the right as a result, which required wheelie turns to get back to the trick ramp itself. Watching this back again, if Luke had an ideal exit from the spiral and a better last turn, Luke really could have jumped almost directly to a very high 230.5 or a very low 230.6 here. Props to Luke here for keeping composure
That
and being
sounds
able to see this run out to the
really
very end.
far-fetched.
Luke comments being originally satisfied to leave the track at a
Had a headache
230.6,
for the past 30
mentioning
hours
always
and it's
wanting
pissing
at
me
least
off.
a 230.6 since last year. Luke is still happy with the end time here, but the ending of this run definitely hurt for Luke considering how far ahead he was compared to the last record. With that being said, Luke wants to
yeah, I
attempt
hope
for
he
a
gets
sub
better one, Bo.
230.650
They're like one of
at
the worst
least.
things to put
And
up with,
referring
like
to when he
migraines
tied a
and
237
whatnot.
to 8 during this time, Luke says he can safely say
I
a
put this out the way?
230.4
Put it
is a
over here.
current realistic limit here for him. which I completely agree.
Yeah,
if
I get that
anyone
as
is
well.
equipped to get a
Like, I just
monster
want
time
nothing
like
to do
that,
but
it is definitely
sit
Luke.
in bed.
Luke still has a commanding
most of the
lead,
time.
well over half a second ahead of tied second
you have
worldwide,
to,
being almost
I guess you get it in a
exactly
specific way as well, where you have to kind of
milliseconds
sit
ahead. I originally predicted Luke's
in a certain
2:37.38
way
would
so that it
stand
doesn't
for
hurt
quite
as
some
much.
time. It wouldn't go down during 2021. But I was happily proven wrong right at the very beginning of
We've
this
still
year.
got a new time.
Even with that said, I wouldn't be surprised if it's several
We're
years
still in
before another
Steve
player
tied.
beats that
Oh.
original 2:37.38.
Interesting. Hello, Vanna.
Massive props and congrats once more to you, Luke, and best of luck when you decide to grind this down further.
Cluster headache.
Next up, we have some activity on GCN Waluigi Stadium, having improvements in both categories during January. Starting off on the no glitch category on January 2nd, Connor reclaimed the world record from Ace by 10 milliseconds with a time of 148.433. Connor got the world record for the
50.
first time on GCN Waluigi Stadium back in November of 2019 with a 148.614. And Ace reclaimed the world record back in April of 2020 with the previous 148.443 that Connor beat during January. It's crazy to think there's only been 5 new world records on this category for GCN Waluigi Stadium
I've never had anything like that before, and I hope I never will.
Set way back in July of 2013, with Connor and Ace being the only players who have beat Totem's original old world record here. For Connor's new run, Connor mentions that there is not much to say about this run in particular, apart from lap 1 being pretty average and lap 2 being really solid overall. I'd like to really highlight the accomplishments set in Connor's new time here for lap 2, as Connor's new record here in January is the first time we have seen a 35-second one-stream lap in a run to current day, with Connor's 35.919 lap 2 being only 23 milliseconds off of a new best-known split. Simply getting a 36-second one-stream lap on this track in of itself, even with going for the turn skip, it's a very difficult task.
That's a
and
pretty
a
bad thing to have,
lap
especially
really,
from a chain restaurant.
Ace's lap 2 and his former world record was an impressive 36.033, and Connor was slightly behind entering lap 2, making this comparison really interesting to watch. You can really see all the tiny optimizations that can make a lap like this possible. One of the biggest time losses noted in this comparison was Connor's wall bounce lost a bit of time compared to Ace's. Simply making the down trick wall bounce is not enough at this level, with really optimizing how early you collide with the wall so you land earlier and have more time in the trick boost and really launching you into the mud for the mushroom thereafter. Honestly, this entire comparison between the two runs is very exciting to watch, the tug of war back and forth, with gaining and losing time versus each other. Connor had an incredibly clean turn skip lap 3 and had a decent lead ahead, but unfortunately didn't get the wheelie out in time for the chain drift and was at 84 kilometers per hour instead of max speed 97 kilometers per hour. Ace's run had unfortunate airtime on the last turn mound and a bad last trick landing before the finish line, and Connor kept composed enough to get out in the end, which Connor is glad to get this one back again. Connor feels that both himself and Ace can get the record down to at least a 148.2 if both Ace and Connor were to pick this up again and grind it out. Connor says a 147 here is the ultimate goal and thinks it will be done, but is not sure who will be insane enough to give it a try.
He had a bit of a try with online TT
give a time of 147.921, so it is technically feasible. It'll be exciting to see any further activity here in the future. As mentioned previously, there have only been 5 new world records for this category of GCN Waluigi Stadium since 2013, 8 years now, and only Ace and Connor have beaten Totem's original 148.861. With that in mind, only time will tell to see when this will be lowered further, and by who. If Connor doesn't return here for some time, and Ace doesn't come back to try again, I could definitely see this record
when did that happen? That must have been like 2018.
Only time will tell. Big congrats to you, Connor, once more for your record here and achieving the epic 35-second one shimmer in the world record.
Ace is taking a break.
Heading now to the glitch activity on GCN Waluigi Stadium during January. Core sets his first world record in Mario Kart Wii in style on one of the hardest glitches in the game. On January 12th, Core beat Logan's previous world record by 475 milliseconds and gets the first 143 on GCN Waluigi
but he
Stadium
came back
with
sometime
a time
last
of
year and got that
143.804. 9 days later, Logan will come back and reclaim the world record from Core, lowering the time by 331 milliseconds on January 21st, with a time of 143.473. Both of these records are very exciting for a GCN Waluigi Stadium glitch
Wouldn't surprise
this
me.
month. Core's world record was the first world record that gets the shroomless hop in the world record run, and Logan being the second with his improvement later in January. I'd like to also give a shout out to current third worldwide Hunter, who is, to my knowledge, the first player to get this strategy in a run, but missed the world record by less than 200 milliseconds. What makes this strategy so significant, apart from how cool it looks and how difficult it is, performing this strategy allows you to save one extra mushroom for the rest of the run. If you opt to not go for a second glitch, which at this point these runs are still 1 for 3 glitch runs, you can use the mushroom to cut off the normal mud cut, which saves at least 1 second. Core says he started attempting this glitch in general as soon as it was found, and got some close attempts but never ended up doing it in the end. Core took a break from the game for a couple of months, and when returning, started grinding the glitch once more. Core eventually set a run with the glitch using a mushroom for the hop, and was done with the track despite wanting to improve it. This inspired Core to try it out, and realized he had potential to get the world record with it if he kept grinding it out, and a few days later ended up setting the record we see now. Lap 1 for Core was okay with playing the checkpoint a little bit safe, noting he only crossed it by a tiny amount and wasn't sure if the lap would have counted. Lap 2 was the worst lap of the run for Core, having the biggest slip up at the zipper section and thought he didn't have a chance for world record at this point. However, lap 3 was the best lap for Core and wasn't sure how he drove this lap under such pressure at this point. Core notes this lap is still 400 milliseconds behind his personal best split, but remains one of the only 39-second shroomless laps he's driven. And in the end, the driving on lap 3 made up enough for the mistakes on lap 2, being good enough for a new world record here. Core mentions this lap 1 is the only lap 1 he's done with 2 mushrooms, being his own personal best split and the best known split overall for the 2-1-0 mushroom strategy.
That would be really interesting.
And says he has set 38.2 laps with the mushroom and 39.5 laps without a mushroom for normal driving laps thereafter. Core doesn't plan on coming back to the track for a while, but says he may return one day, with the record still being pretty unoptimized, and has even considered trying the Bowser Bike 2, although using this is significantly harder. It'd be really exciting to see someone give the Bowser Bike a serious shot here, as although with it being significantly harder as Core mentions, it is still possible to pull off, and would yield a big time save for the no glitch driving afterward too.
That would
Massive
also be
congrats on setting your first world record Core, one of the hardest feats to pull off in the game. Massively impressive. Best of luck for your future plans, if and when you decide to pick this up once more. Heading now to Logan's improvement, Logan had an epic story for setting this one. Logan says he was actually in a call with Sword and was doing attempts on this track while getting ready to play Fall Guys. And on Logan's 5th attempt, he got a bypass that was decent enough to have a chance at making the glitch, and clutched a frame perfect hop on this attempt, which shocked Logan when making it. Logan goes on to say that the driving thereafter was awful for him, although understandable for him, as he never touched a bullet bike on this track since July of last year, and defines this run as a fluke run, but nonetheless was still good enough to clutch out, reclaiming the world record here in the end. Not gonna lie, that is an awesome world record story, casually preparing to start playing an entirely different game and rolling up and setting a new world record on, of all tracks and categories, being this one. Massive
you have to
props
ask
here,
Sean if he wants to
You can
play
really get a sense for the variability of saving
forte.
or losing a massive amount of time with driving this track normally with the Bullet Bike in this comparison here. The Bullet Bike is slower than the Bowser Bike and is much lighter, getting massive airtime almost anywhere you're airborne, and the super sharp drift making a lot of these turns very awkward. The singular trick Logan goes for on the zippers lap 2 helped him catch up considerably.
Oh my goodness.
Perhaps he was going for a turn skip, but even then this really helped close the gap between himself and Core. Logan's lap 3 was very clean from the start, honestly having a small amount of errors, also considering the nerves of course. One of the most unnerving things to watch but also being so clutch is the very last trick in the end. Look at how close Logan's run was to being ended literally right in front of the line. That had to have been the smallest amount of pixels off of disaster here. But thankfully Logan was able to have the major clutch play and finish this one out. I was curious to see how much harder doing the shroomless hop is compared to the shroom method. And what I found was really interesting. Logan shares that the shroomless hop is actually the same difficulty as doing it with the shroom. And the only reason why he didn't go for this previously is because he assumed this was harder to do originally. That's incredible to me, and thinking on it some more, it does make sense. From what I remember, you have a 1 frame timing to get the hop out to make this work, and potentially 2 frames depending on where you land on the fence and the angle you hit it at. Since the window for timing the hop is so tight, it would make some sense that either strategy would be just as difficult as the other one for the sake of timing. I wouldn't be surprised if players eventually start grinding for 2 for 3 glitch attempts now with this in mind. Saving the extra mushroom here helped really lower this record by close to a full second already, and surely more time can come from further optimizing 1 for 3 attempts, but with having the extra mushroom in mind, it's going to be a crazy day when someone finally goes for a 2 for 3 attempt here and pull it off. Whether it's Logan, Core, or anyone else, there's much more to come for GCN Waluigi Stadium glitch, I'm sure. Hats off again to you, Logan, for continuing your glitching prowess and adapting to the playing field swiftly. And best of luck and future improvements here when you decide to pick this one up again. Now we head to another very technique-heavy track, DK Summit. Close to almost exactly 1 year later, Blake finally pulls through with a world record improvement of 188 milliseconds over his previous world record of 145.456 on January 30th, 2020, with a 145.268 on January 10th. Blake has been streaming and making more attempts, upping the frequency as 2020 went on, with many heartbreaking fails on lap 3 and really driving down the best known splits by a considerable margin. Blake's current best splits are the best known splits overall for the track, with a total time for the best known splits being a 143.865. Quite a distance away from where the current record stands, but there are so many layers behind why that is. Heading into the cannon each lap is pretty much your only real time of calmness in runs here. Upon landing, you're basically executing movement literally until the finish line. The 2 mini mound tricks here is actually a bit more challenging than it seems, with the spatial awareness needed to not overturn to the right to get a low second trick and many other variables that can go wrong. Afterward, the optimal way of taking the mound tricks is being able to be at the highest speed possible for as long as possible. You can get increased speed by getting multiple tricks, but if you're able to generate a wheelie just before each mound, depending on how you land into each one, you can get your top speed even higher and lunge forward quicker. This is far more apparent if you watch the tool assisted speedruns of this track, where in this entire stretch, they almost never drop below around the 150 km/h mark in this entire stretch. Afterward, where you get your last mound trick is incredibly important for doing the shortcut afterwards. If you land too far forward, the trick boost will not wear out in time to do the slight braking and maneuvering that Blake does for what's known as the Jimmy cut, where you essentially drift off the first chasm and make a precisely timed hop upon landing on the very lip before the second chasm to be launched to the left, preserving a fair amount of speed and land on the other side. Much of the time.
Okay, YouTube. I was watching that. Why did you decide to do that? What did it do that for? I have no idea. It's not letting me do anything on the gamepad. Okay, well I guess we're going to try reopening that. God, tech is not working for me today. Maybe YouTube finally realized it's like, wait, this is on the Wii U. It's not supposed to work on the Wii U anymore, is it? Okay. Let's try that again. Okay.
Barry, tell us your story.
Don't tell us your story.
I was about to choose the guitar.
No!
Ladies and gentlemen,
Frickin'
welcome
triangle
back to
players.
the channel. It's NMeade here.
Well, we're over halfway through the video. About here, looks about right.
To be launched to the left,
There you
preserving a fair amount of speed, and land on the other side. Much of the time save really comes from how fast you do the first part of the Jimmy cut, with Blake barely breaking at all now with how far he's pushed the limits of pulling the shortcut off now. The second
server's just
half
got
of the
shut
time
down.
save for
YouTube
this
just
shortcut
shuts down.
really falls down to, from
Nick,
what I can
no.
understand, is where you land on this lip here and when you time the hop.
I'd be
Sometimes
devastated.
in Blake's streams, he kind of comments in a questioning tone saying 84, which refers to maintaining 84 kilometers per hour of speed with a perfectly timed hop. Blake is
so
around
similar
the
to
81
the
to 80 kilometer per
stair
hour
clip
range on lap 1,
Peach
with
Gardens.
his former record catching up here.
Kinda.
On lap 2, Blake got the perfect 84 kilometer per hour hop timing and catches up a decent amount before the zippers. And on lap 3, Blake got in the mid 60 km per hour range with the hop, but was still far enough to clutch out the improvement even with that in mind. I am still of the opinion that simply pulling this off is one of the most challenging techniques to do in the game, let alone optimizing it as Blake has done now. The
Honestly,
ending
that
zipper sections before the finish
well
line
for
is both
almost
an
any track.
unnerving section doing the wheelie strategies, with the shy guys around depending on the
Anything's
pace of
better
each
than
lap,
snowball
and the
cross.
last corner being infamous for not allowing a trick to come out. It happens to all of us, including this new world record run and former world record runs for most of the game's history. Blake's lap 2 still ended up being a low 34.9, even with missing the entire last trick with a decent recovery afterward. I'm sure this lap 2 would have been considerably faster if he was able to get this trick out. And with that, we are at the finish line with a few seconds of a mental reset before you do this all over again for laps 2 and 3. Even with this entire description, this truly only skims the surface of what really goes into this track at this level, and as to why it is so incredibly challenging to complete runs here with all the current strategies. Throughout the
wonder if Connor's
entire
gonna play this
comparison
track
of
again.
Blake's former world record and his new world record, you can really appreciate each part of the track
Guess he has
with
other
the
focuses
massive
now,
comeback
so it doesn't
potential
really make
if
sense.
something goes wrong. From higher mound tricks to a slower Jimmy cut to even missing the entire last trick. At this point, everyone's eyes are on the target of getting the first sub 145 and getting a
there you go.
144 here. And in Blake's own words, the time for talk is over. We are so incredibly close to the 144, and the only question is this: will you be there when it happens? Watch Blake's stream of his world record attempts live at twitch.tv/DKSC4
Oh,
Life.
great. He put an
I'd highly
advert in
recommend
Nick's
following
video.
Blake's stream and watching his attempts, which are always exciting to watch, as well as all the other world record holders that are highlighted in this monthly series. Everyone's stream will be
Got a
in the
point, though.
description below, along with the Mary Kurt Reed directory over on Twitch to follow and catch more of the live attempts there. Biggest of congrats for your nearly year-long effort paying off
God,
to
look
improve
at
your
that.
time once more, Blake. and best of luck on getting the job done with the first 144 in the
Massive
future.
gap between
Mario Kart Wii
first
history
and
was
second
made
and
on
10th
January
even.
13th. Arthur becomes the first player to successfully glitch Rainbow Road, beating the no glitch
This is
record
the
by
most
over
important part of
10
this video, though.
seconds with a time of 2:14.677. It is amazing to even be saying those words honestly. For so long it seemed like a hopeless endeavor after a point with many players trying this absurdly difficult ultra shortcut where players would get somewhat close to getting the inputs correctly to continually hitting the out of bounds plane once they were airborne, or getting decently close to the other side and never clearing the gap, and eventually giving up on the task. The story of Rainbow Road Glitch is a fascinating one. This glitch was performed in Tool Assist several years ago with using the spear, and even with the spear it required more than one mushroom to clear the gap, meaning only a 1-for-3 glitch run was possible at the time. There was a big breakthrough when in late 2020, CF was able to clear the gap with the Quacker, this time only using one mushroom in the process. Although this yielded a no lap count at the time, and later with the help of Malio and the Task Labs gang, they were able to successfully do a one shroommer Rainbow Road glitch, proving it can be done 3-for-3. This did something bigger for RTA runners. The Quacker became the solution for runners to make this more humanly feasible, as the Quacker gets higher bounces. Even in my mind for so long when I thought about glitching this track, I really thought the spear was the only way to go for this, thinking you need the absolute fastest vehicle to make you travel the furthest distance to the other side.
That's what I
Who
thought
would
too.
have ever thought that the Quacker would have been the solution after all this time? Arthur's story with Rainbow Road Glitch actually starts before this discovery. Arthur says that a few years earlier, when the glitch was newly discovered overall with the spear, he started attempts. But it wouldn't be until 2019 when he would come back to the game and he started serious attempts for it. Arthur mentions he eventually gave up because it was too hard with the spear, with this being a good ways before the Quacker discovery in late 2020. And Arthur had other goals on other tracks to accomplish. Arthur's inspiration was reinvigorated after the Quacker strategy discovery by CF in late 2020, and he started attempting this once more. Arthur would pull out this legendary feat live on stream after an incredibly long live stream of over 8 hours, but most of that stream was actually trying N64 Sherbet Lang glitch runs to improve his world record there, Arthur mentions. The session he had for that track was actually good, making that glitch more than 20 times being his record so far. After that 8-hour grind, Arthur became bored and stopped, and decided to give some quick attempts at Rainbow Road after Logan asked for help with how Arthur was able to reach checkpoint 0 with what Arthur calls the neutral glide strategy that gives you more air and momentum, crossing this line that represents how far back you need to be for the lap to count if he did land on the other side. And during one miraculous attempt, it happens out of nowhere, and we see the final result here. When Arthur landed, he didn't think the lap was going to count because the Lakitu showed up, but then the Lakitu eventually flew away and started to realize what was about to happen. And once he saw the Lakitu return on his screen, but indicating he's now on lap 2, Arthur says his heart was very appropriately racing so hard and he hadn't yet realized what had just happened. And just for context here, this isn't the first time that Arthur made the landing on the other side, as he had 2 other attempts that landed on the other side, and notes he crossed the line at around 20 or 21 seconds on those attempts, and mentions lap 1 of course can be improved by a few seconds for future attempts. The fact that Arthur didn't fall off the rest of this run is pretty epic if you ask me, with Arthur saying he as well calls it a miracle considering how much his body was shaking. On arguably the most iconic and recognizable Mario Kart track for all Mario Karts, if you ask anyone about this game, Arthur completed the job here on January 13th, cementing himself in the record books. I'm sure almost all of you have already watched these 2 videos, but definitely give Summoning Salt's videos on the history of the Ultra Shortcut a watch, as he just recently released a second one a week ago.
I haven't actually
with some
watched
of
that.
the more recent crazy discoveries
react to
and
that video too?
accomplishments in this game, which also includes Rainbow Road. Arthur gives a big shout out to Catfish, aka CF, and Malio for greatly helping Arthur in this journey for pulling this off. Major hats off to the task community, as once more this is another classic example of the enthusiasm and support between both the RTA runners and the task community, pushing the game's standards further and doing what was the unthinkable in years past. Arthur's first 2 world records for Mario Kart Wii is doing the incredibly difficult 2-for-3 glitch category of N64 Sherbet Land, now followed by being the first player to ever pull off the Rainbow Road glitch in real time. I was curious to see what Arthur has in store next, and Arthur says as far as Rainbow Road is concerned, he does want to go for his glitch again, having a goal to sub 210 here. So perhaps we will see another improvement here sooner than we think at this point. Additionally, Arthur is currently trying to be the first player to pull off a 3-for-3 glitch run on GCN Peach Beach, and being the first player to get the sub 1 minute mark there, being confident to meet that standard and pull it off. After that, Arthur wants to try the N64 Bowser's Castle glitch, GCN Waluigi Stadium glitch, improve his N64 Sherbet Land glitch world record, essentially all the crazy stuff Arthur says. Along with this, Arthur wants to improve his driving on the other no glitch categories for tracks, so you may be doing less glitch categories during the year, but we will see what happens from here. It cannot be understated, the biggest up props and congratulations to Arthur for his legendary feat that's been made, and extending the sentiment further to the entire community. This has been quite the way to start off 2021 for Mario Kart at large.
That's ridiculous.
With Arthur's plans, we may see more down the line in the future. Major congratulations, Arthur. Next up, we had exciting developments over on Dry Dry Ruins. Justin will get the world record on this track for the first time on January 16th, beating Luke's previous world record by 36 milliseconds, with a time of 1:47.137. 9 days later, on January 25th, Justin had another improvement, this time by 23 milliseconds, getting closer to the 1:46 mark, with a time of 1:47.114. Justin pulls out a new strategy in the beginning of laps 1 and 2 with a different way of doing the sand hop. Normally, you drift right to where the sand starts to turn darker, release your main turbo and hop to clear the gap. Or you could release your main turbo into a wheelie and hop at the same line of sand in the past. Justin does something different here.
This is a
completely releasing the first main turbo very early, and then starts another drift, and through the right angle and analog stick movement, can soar through the air in a drift. Upon landing, Justin can complete the drift for the main turbo and be set for the following turn. Justin says this hopless sand hop method should save around 50 milliseconds per lap compared to the old method. Justin knows that this is not as consistent as the old method, but in his experience the time save is worth it because you don't need to worry about sticking after the landing, which is something you need to rely on when doing the old method. To explain this, if you do the hop with the old method too early and do not travel far enough, you are prone to having the back wheel barely clipping the heavy sand upon landing, which is an unfortunate run ender when this happens. In the 1:47.137, Justin goes for the tomb exit wheelie strategy on more than one lap, going for it on lap 2, but unfortunately missed the wheelie before exiting, losing a substantial amount of time. Justin still remained composed and saw this run out to the very end. And the very end of this run is one of the most clutch endings to any world record run I've watched before. Justin was a fair amount behind Luke just before exiting.
I burst out laughing when I first saw this.
Justin pulls off the tomb exit wheelie strategy, but on the right side, and saves a huge amount of time to clutch out a new world record. He just goes for this. Justin says he actually planned and attempted doing the tomb exit on the right side on lap 3 prior to this run, mentioning he has only gone for it on bad paces to this point. Justin wanted to emphasize an important detail for his entire sequence, being this mini re-hop before the lip of the shrimless cut at the very end. Justin says this wasn't done due to making this easier, but it was actually substantially faster to do so. By doing the hop, this makes it so it prolongs the wheelie, which lasts after crossing the finish line. Justin says if he didn't do this re-hop, the wheelie would have dropped before the finish line, and more than likely, this wouldn't have been the world record run as a result. Justin shares further that this is much faster to do on lap 3 compared to the other laps, since you've already finished the
Actually
race,
crazier than
so
I
you
first
don't have
realized.
to worry about the alignment and chain into the following turn like in the previous laps. What an epic save in the end here. I've rewatched this a fair amount of times and can't get over how clutch this was. Job well done, Justin. For Justin's 147.114, Justin says he's quite disappointed in this run because it was his best pace to this point and sort of threw it away from mediocre driving and decided to not go for the trimless cut on lap 3. Justin says that although it's still a new world record, which is always nice, in hindsight he wishes he went for the trimless cut. Justin says he knows for a fact he can get an even better pace than this and can definitely get something more than just a 146 here. I would like to highlight that Justin had an incredibly impressive backup save for both laps 2 and 3 during this run. He unfortunately doesn't get the slip drift that you go for before the wall glitch on laps 2 and 3, and has to quickly manually charge a main turbo and still maintain a proper alignment for the wall glitch to even work. And he may not notice it right away, but Justin does the tiniest micro adjustment with a re-hop to the left to get a proper angle for this to work. It cannot be understated how difficult this actually is to not only charge the main turbo like this, but have the quick reaction time to make the wall glitch itself work in any type of way after this happening. Even with this happening on laps 2 and 3, this is Justin's best pace as mentioned previously, and it's the current best known pace into lap 3 as well. The best known splits here currently give a time of 146.591, and I'm sure this can go down a bit further with more grinding in the future, especially with Justin mentioning he's capable of getting more than simply a 146. Hats off to Justin for further pushing along the meta change, with Luke paving the way of introducing the tomb exit strategy in runs for 1 lap, and Justin continuing the meta change on attempting it for more than 1 lap, and introducing the new hopless sand hop strategy in runs now. This is how the standard for tracks and gameplay is elevated. It always takes just one player to start attempting something new that hasn't been attempted for runs yet, and once it's pulled off, eventually other players in the field adapt to the changes, and the overall standard of times improve down the line. I'm sure we have the first 146 in store in the future, so congratulations once more here, Justin, and best of luck on future attempts here. Ending the month of January, we head now to Wario's Gold Mine glitch. On January 20th, Logan would reclaim Wario's Gold Mine from McRaren by 4 milliseconds, with a time of 32.075. And just 4 days later, on January 24th, Logan had a bigger time cut this time, and barely misses the first 31-second time for Wario's Gold Mine, setting a 32.005. Logan mentions that neither of these runs were really spectacular for him. For the 32.075, it had bad bounces. I
actually first found out through McRaren talking about it on Twitter.
The run had great fence hits, which made it the record.
Disappointed that
and for those who aren't sure why you randomly just hop off the wall and turn around and go forward, instead of just going right to the finish line from the bridge,
kudos to Logan,
this is because you need to hit the last key checkpoint on the track to make the game think you've completed the lap up until this point for the lap to count. Spin drifting off the wall carries your momentum just far enough into the tunnel to marginally hit the last key checkpoint to make this work. Doing this optimally includes doing the spin drift as early as you can while clearing the distance to hit the last key checkpoint.
Was he not getting anywhere on stream?
You can do this a bit further back to guarantee a lap count,
That's very
but doing so of course loses time since you're traveling further back. These types of optimizations are crucial for lowering the time where it is right now, which explains Logan's feedback of the fence clips being great in this run.
Oh yeah, I can't
really
believe that Bean is
run the way it is despite the bad pipe bounces. The 32.005 was a bit more solid for Logan on the pipe bounces, but notes is still very sloppy overall. Lap 3 had a bad bounce and a bad fence hit, making him miss out on roughly a 31.8 time. Considering just how short of a category this is, being just barely over 30 seconds for 3 full laps, these details really are the difference on making bigger leaps at this point. Compare this to a track that's say a minute and a half or over 2 minutes long for 3 laps. The absolute smallest detail not optimized can be the deciding factor between a new world record and also a big milestone sub like getting a 31-second time will be. The best known splits went down by a fair amount, especially during January, now totaling a low 31
wrong?
second time of 31.408.
The Bean is in like 6th worldwide
Logan
now.
says he doesn't do much different on attempts here compared to April of
just
last year, but the overall consistency
a
has
change,
improved.
I guess.
Getting a pipe bounce comes down to having a good spin drift off the ledge and a perfect hop timing off the pipe, which he believes is around 2-ish frames to get the hop out. This requires the back tire to hit a really specific spot to get shot up at the right momentum, as if you fall too short, you'll get shot up instantly and most likely get rejected back down. And if you fly too far, you miss the crevice of the pipe and have no chance at making it. Apart from really optimizing the pipe bounces, Logan says the hard spin drift for the fence hit and a perfect standstill main turbo release is his biggest time save if the pipe bounce is not working as desired. What I also noticed is that Logan was able to get 3 for 3 clean drifts from under the road instead of needing to manually hop when braking through the bridge to charge the main turbo, saving time, especially versus McLaren's former world record, which got the hop out to charge the main turbo on laps 2 and 3. With Logan reclaiming Wario's gold mine, Logan reaches his new peak of 9 world records at once, with an incredibly impressive resume holding essentially almost half of all the shortcut/glitch categories for Mario Kart Wii and GC and DK Mountain No Glitch as well. Logan has really expanded his skill set and mastery for the game from first getting GC and DK Mountain Glitch and pushing that down back in 2018
with a time
and
that
early
wasn't
2019.
even his PB.
Absolute massive props and congrats for your consistent efforts paying off and continuing to push your limits on so many tracks, Logan. Best of luck on finishing the job for the 31 second
Bean is in 7th now?
The first month of 2021 Mario Kart Wii Time Trials was beyond an exciting month after going through all the activity in January, with 12 world records to kick us off for the new year. February has shaped up to be another insanely exciting month following up the mighty month that January was, with some huge developments and accomplishments. And I look forward to covering February's activity very soon. Once more, apologies for the big delay on January's activity being covered. February's activity will be up more promptly very soon. Before we end this video, I want to give a shout out to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe community who have come together and have started their own world record review series just like this one, but for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe world record activity. They have covered the 150cc and 200cc world record activity for January 2021. I'll have those linked in the description below, and I encourage you guys to check it out and support our entire Mario Kart community. If you have enjoyed this series from Mario Kart Wii, you'll certainly enjoy it from Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. I have no experience for time trialing and let alone playing the game for an extended period of time for Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, and I've really learned a lot already, and I'm really enjoying what they have done so far. With all that said, thank you as always for watching and supporting the channel, and I hope you continue to enjoy the videos.
No, this would have been before the jack strap.
I will see you all very soon when we review the world record activity for February 2021. Take care.
I don't think that was the jack strap. Anyways, I don't know. Yeah, the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe stuff, that was made by Awoken if I remember correctly. My sensei to Moo Moo Meadows. Anyways, we're done here. Let's turn that down because that's going to be really loud. Right, onward. Well, that was fun. Was that on or off? I can't tell. Cool. Mario Party 8 plus 2 time. Yes. Good job. Let me update the game and then hopefully have it so that it actually updates. Thank you everybody who came in to react to that, if you came in to react to that at all. Sorry that I completely fucked the beginning. It's alright. No harm was done, right? That's Mario Kart. Don't put that shit in there. Mario Kart 10. Let's go. Okay, game is updated. Can someone confirm that it has been updated? Please, thanks. Thank you, Jake. Right, I need to quickly go to the toilets. But then I will be back to do the thing. So... give me a sec. Alright, let's get on with it. Where are we going today? Oh yeah, I can do my amiibo thing. Let's see. No! That's not the amiibo thing I wanted to do. Oh, but I guess actually if I do that now, that means it prevents me from scrolling over the thing and having it go amiibo, 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 just constantly. No, the other thing I wanted to do. Hey Ixie, how are you doing? There's someone else there as well actually that I missed. Gene plays YT. Mario Party 10-4 is better. I would not be able to comment on it because I've never played that one. Oh, sweet! Toad's got balls now. Wait, that sounded... Toad has got a ball thing now. I don't know what I'm doing. Yes! Okay, let's go. Right then, Toad, back in your box. Let's see if I missed anything important up here. Yeah, it was 2010, I'm pretty certain. Oh, Mario Kart Wii fans having issues with the internet. Hello, Ixie. I know I said that already, but welcome again. Mario Party 8 is better. I know that for a fact. In comparison, because I've been playing Mario Party 8 recently as well. In fact, this will probably be my next stream because I've been doing this a bit too much recently. So, I think Mario Party Mario Party 8 is a lot cleaner, more finished. Has some nicer features. This just feels a bit rushed by comparison. But I've not played these games for very long at all. I literally got them only a couple of weeks ago. Wummy for Smash. Toad would be interesting in Smash. In fact, I'm pretty sure there was a Project M. What you call it? Mod for Toad. I don't know why I keep looking behind me. Oh, it's the gamepad. Gamepad, come here. There we are. I didn't do the thing that I was going to do. I was going to have Bowser cam, so you could look at Bowser in his cage. Soupblade will be all over that crap. Welcome to Mario Party. You'll be on the airship's central board. Cool. 5? We're getting 5 to start off with? Okay. I thought it was 10 usually. Maybe I'm mixing things up with Mario Party 8. Good God. Okay, Bowser's here. He has all the numbers. Let's roll a dice. It lands on 5. Here we go. Yep, I can see it. Cool. Why are we in a plane? Me stuff? I don't know what that means. So this is cool. This is the other aspect I feel like is a bit rushed. When in Mario Party 8, it gives you more details on the controls and the information with the game, that you can kind of scroll between separate panels and look at what you have to do a bit more. This literally just gives you a window to hold the controller, which way to hold the controller, and just a bit of scrolling text at the bottom. It's pretty bad in my opinion. Anyways, solo player. Trap everyone in bubbles with 2. Okay. I will try. Hello again, Bint. I apologize you came into an absolute lag fest. But, hopefully the video was worth watching somewhat. I got the video to work. I got the video to work on the Wii U instead of my computer. That's pretty good. How have you been recently? Sword arse. That should be Tom's next emote. Oh, this is weird. Okay. Did I miss anything interesting? Not really. Good thing Soup's at school. How do you know he's at school? God, everything's changing. I've not got used to this just yet. Well, Luigi time. I did hear that. There's no way that that sounded good. Also, I thought that was my go then, because last time I was playing with Mario. Bread convo. I had bread with butter on today. And I didn't know why I thought of this. I had hot dog sausage, and then my mum gave me 2 slices of buttered bread, and I didn't combine the two. They were literally there, like presented in a way where I'm like able to put them together and everything, and I just ate them both separately. It's ridiculous. You're right, Ixie. Is Goldmine getting to you a little bit too much, I assume? .07954, that's ridiculous. My goodness. Very quick. Maybe you just need to just relax a little bit. Think of it positively, because if that's not so much a fail as it is just showing your potential of what you can do on that track. And I and everybody else here knows that you have got really good potential. Like, seeing you keep up with Vincent in the ways that you have on your streams alone is just phenomenal. So, you know, maybe just take a rest. Just chill out just for a little bit. Try not to be too in negative thought about the run as such. And then when you feel a bit more comfortable and a bit more, like, you know, amped up with adrenaline to try and take on the track, then go for it. Is everyone going to ignore your start of a bread convo? I didn't. I spoke about what I had for lunch today. I had bread with butter on it. Mario, please. I can't tell who's getting the coins. It's so bad. Why did you do that? This is hard. That did not help us any at all. Wait, what on earth is rye bread? Is rye bread like brown bread with like tons of crap in it or something? Yeah, you got this, Ixie. You just need a bit of time. I think bread is bread and bread is the bread. What the what? It's fucking shit. You should never eat it. I will take your word for it. If I've never had it before. I like how Bowser's only got one thing left. It's just a number 2. And he's just sat here like shrugging, being like, come on! What's taking you so long? Oh, why is this happening so much? I'm not even paying attention to like what this level is. We're just hopping around on boats. Airships at the moment. Let's go on this one. Less chance of rolling a 2, less chance of Bowser. And I roll a goddamn 2 anyways. I'm so surprised how they bother to animate that on the gamepad, actually. No, I don't want you. No, I don't want to use my mini stars. No. Give them back, Bowser. No. Bread is bread that is bread is bread. A bread. Bread. Good. Very well said, Neppy. You guys are too smart for me. I'm too just like, what is going on? For myself. Great, now everybody's gonna prosper from the golden boats, aren't they? I think every time when you land on green, they swap. Okay. Thank you for pointing that one out. Sean's mind constantly when reading chat. Okay, what the fuck has just happened? What? Not all the time. Or maybe not with regards to reading chat. Maybe with regards to like, what? Unless you're talking about the game. In the game and then reading because I'm reading chat. Oh, that would make plenty of sense. God, I don't even understand things at the simplest of levels. This chair is hurting my back. Ooh, hello. We're going to fight a mole. Run through the maze and fire the cannon. Be the first to and fire. Be first and fire the big one. I felt like it was worded so awkwardly. Oh god, where do we go from here? This way, I think. Oh, so you can't choose to be there. Oh, I see. Well, I'm terrible at this. This one's easy. I like how Rosalina just doesn't walk. She just glides along. Mega Monty Mole's Maze Mischief. Say that as fast as possible. I couldn't even say it ordinarily. Oh, what? Oh no, this isn't going to go well. Why am I following Mario? Walk into it. Walk into it. Walk into it. Walk into it. Okay. Why did I get hurt and Mario didn't? That's annoying. Okay, don't walk into bombs. They hurt you. God damn it, Rosalina's won now. Unless I get a bonus or something. I see, what's the next level? Oh, I see. Hold on. Wait, was this the right way? I think I went one over or something. Yep, absolutely demolished in that one. I got second at least. I need to quote that. Quote what? I could still do this, but I think I chose a really stupid way to go there, didn't I? Sucking slaughtered. Bombs hurt you. Why can I not spell? To be honest, the incorrect spelling is funnier. The not spelt very well spelling. Where are we? I didn't even pay attention to that. We're in Cloud Top Cruise. Is that the name of that Mario Kart level? Oh, we're in like a surprise area or something. And we get a mini game. Thank fun. Thank fun. Thank with an F. I slide, you slide. Aha! Funny. Run, jump, and slide to the goal. B. Swing. Shake really quickly. Oh boy. I wish you would have better aspect of controls here. Run! Run, Luigi, run! Run, Luigi, run! He looks so... Oh my goodness, I don't even... What? I don't know why, but I found that running animation so funny. Cloud Dot Cruise is one of favourite Mario Kart 8 tracks. I have a biro drawing of my old me driving Cloud Top Cruise. It's a nice concept for sure. I don't know whether I like it or hate it though. Let's see. Further is better in this regard, and I'm not allowed to go further. Cheeseland does suck. I dislike Cheeseland with a passion. They just didn't stay true to the track. They just literally said... I think the only thing they stay consistent with is the mini-map. Or like, well, the main sort of map layout. You know what I'm saying? Like, if there's a... The concept of a roundabout on a road can be the same and applied to all roundabouts, but it doesn't mean that all roundabouts work the same, have the same amount of junctions on them. Or no, exits on them, sorry. Have the same sort of way to be operated or work that way. Literally what they took is they just took the map and then they just redesigned an entirely new track around that. They didn't even keep that the same. Don't worry about it, Gene. Mario Kart Wii fan also didn't spell very well earlier, so it's fine. I also don't like... Wait, Dry Desert. Dry Desert's alright, actually. The GCN one. Bone Dry Dunes is my least favourite of the Nitro tracks in Mario Kart 8. Very close between that and Dolphin Shoals, though. I think I have a completely different disliking to Dolphin Shoals purely because I just did not have a fun time when trying to do GPs there for the first time. But also because Nil likes the track. And I can't like it because he likes it. So there you go. Anyways. Jump with 2 to collect fruit and avoid the urchins. Okay. You know those things? Those spiky boys? My cousin just used to call them Auntie Mabel. And that's weirdly what I know them as. Like what I kind of think of them as. No, my fucking fruit! No! No! It's fine. Kind of just need to stay back here. Oh, the grapes are so disorientating. Fruit. Somehow I got 30 and I do not know how. Oh, let's see. Ah, we're all in agreement on Bone Dry Dunes. Thank goodness. Bone Dry Dunes? Bone Dry boring! Okay. Hyrule is good. I like Hyrule. I didn't used to have the DLCs, so I used to time trial Hyrule on my cousin's Wii U for like a little while whenever I'd go around his house. So if you see a PB on Josh's Wii U, then that's actually me driving it. Wait, I'm not in last? Oh, okay. Wait, no, that's not me, that's Mario. I'm not in last. What am I in? Third. I have to be third, right? Oh gosh, okay. We have to roll short. I still get those, which is nice. Anyways, what else is happening here? Love Warhoo Loop and Maka Warhoo from Mario Kart 7. I like those two. They would be in my main track picks whenever I play online. I'd pick those two tracks. The Wahoos. Used to not like Hyrule, but and I really like it. Can't wait for my GC controller to arrive. Sweet. Didn't realize you had one on the way. Actually, no, I did. I saw you comment in my Discord, and I just didn't respond or like fully take it in for some reason. And BRB, okay, Mario Kart Wii fan. Oh, I wonder what he's actually going to do. I bet it's going to be a joke, isn't it? If he actually gives Rosalina 10,000 mini stars, I'm jumping out the window. Yeah, I knew it. Recycled material from Mario Party 9. How original, Mario Nintendo. Mario. Okay. Yes, go in the cannon to fly the plane. It's gonna be hard to go from wheel to claw grip though. Have you decided on... Have you actually tried out the controller, Wombo? Are you literally choosing the controller because it doesn't have batteries? Because batteries is one thing, and although that does make sense, the other thing that you do have to consider is what's going to be the most comfortable for you to use as well. It's kind of like a little sort of, you know, battle for it. I, personally, because GameCube controller is technically my second controller for Mario Kart Wii, aside from the Wiimote and Nunchuck, which is what I primarily use to play MC3. I do right-hand claw, which means I have my hand... I can send you a video on Discord if you want to see how it's done. It's the way that... But it's the way that Cole and Brett claw the controller, where they have their thumb from their right hand on the plus on the D-pad, and then just their other thumb on the left, and they kind of push the A button down on the A, well, with their index finger. But the downside to that, obviously, is that it's not a good grip to have. First of all, not a good grip to have if you have dyspraxia, which I found out quite quickly. But it's also not a good grip to have if you are intending to play for more than like 2 hours at the very most. And so what I actually have is I've got this little lump on the top of my index finger on my right hand now, which wasn't there before. And you can't really notice it unless you just look at both my fingers side by side. But I have a lump where, which is formed on the top of my fingers like a permanent feature now because of me just pressing down the A button. And I have not been using the GameCube controller and right-hand clawing all that long at all. Like 2018 at the very earliest, so. But I know that right-hand claw is better for me personally because left-hand claw, I can't actually bend the tops of my fingers very well, which is ironic considering that I am a what's it called? Oh, that sucks. That I'm a guitarist. Like the tips of my fingers don't bend back very well because, well, when I was younger, I actually, you know how you can kind of press on something with the tip of your finger and you can kind of bend the end bit back a little bit when you press down on something? I never did that because seeing other people do that, kind of made me cringe a little bit. Like I didn't like seeing the ends of my finger, like seeing or feeling the ends of my own fingers bending like that, but also just seeing other people's, because it kind of gave me this weird feeling that they might just randomly snap. But with regards to, but as such, because I never really properly practiced that, I never like truly got really flexible like fingers for it, and so when I tried to do right hand claw, I could not for the life of me switch and hold the analog stick the way that I wanted to. and switch to the D-pad without bending my finger in a very uncomfortable position. Like, I just couldn't do it. So just be mindful of those two things. But I'm sure, like, if you're really motivated to use the controller, you really want to get good with it, then you'll find something that you can use to work with. Essentially, you don't need to claw straight off the bat. You can literally just play the controller without clawing. And to be honest, if you can move quick enough, you might actually be fine doing, like, playing without claw. Like Havoc, for example, you know, BC3, Delfino, Havoc, apparently never clawed. Or at least that's what I heard from Tom. But he never clawed. Just always went like standard in both thumbs on both sides. And then would move his thumb down really quickly to the D-pad. Same with Mr. Bean as well. Although you can kind of tell with Mr. Bean's driving. So I kind of knew it for Mr. Bean, but when Tom said it about Havoc just not clawing GCN, I'm like, what? his driving looks so clean, as if he's doing it though. It's insane. I think I'd be okay with mixed grip. Mixed grip? Mixed grip? What, like swapping between right hand claw and left hand claw? Interesting. Anyways, what is this game? Grab an enemy with A and drag it to its place. Right, okay, I see this. Swap between normal and left-hand claw. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of what left-hand claw is for the most part. I think that's what most people do. Like, they don't stay left-hand claw. Although my cousin does that. Josh does left-hand claw and he just stays that way. Oh, no. Of course. I think that one goes there, right?
Oh, no.
Really? I lose immediately. God damn it, Wumbo. I blame you for this. No, it's fine. I'm sorry for shouting at you. He's lost. She's lost, even. They've all lost. I know that one's at the top somewhere. Mario wins by doing nothing! No! It's the Twitch clip that I do not want to upload to YouTube. But I feel like... I don't know. Your headache is clearing up now. Yay. Good! My voice is starting to hurt. Because I've spoken too much. Oh boy, this will shake things up a little bit. Like if I win this minigame, I'll be able to get up to first. Just depends on what it is. Snake Block Party. Only in the left side of my head. That sounds uncomfy. Nonetheless. Oh, dinner's ready. I do not know how. I think it's because everyone just screwed up their choices, so Mario did nothing. Oh my goodness, D-pad, what? Carry on going on this one? Oi! This is so confusing. What? Oh my goodness, what was it doing at the end that was making me so anxious? Next thing I'm working on is GB2 on behalf of Neptune. Oh my goodness. That's one hell of a track to go and play when learning GameCube controller. I did that with the GameCube controller, and I actually had a PB there using the GameCube controller for a little bit. It was not fun. It was the same day I got my my rabbit lost. One of my rabbits lost their eye on one side, unfortunately. That was also why I've got this nub on the top of my finger, because I right-hand claw, like I said. This was also my first time that I... Don't keep doing this, you... No! I'm last. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, that was the day that I actually learnt right-hand claw properly. I guess it could work. Neptune must really like that track then, I guess. His favourite track, if I recall correctly, actually. Whoa! What? Planes can reverse now? 10 stars to last place. Oh, gosh. This one is popular today, huh? I don't know why I love GB2, it's my favourite track. It used to be Suplay's favourite track as well. This is Twitch banner thingy. Ooh, cool. Thinking of getting my 3DS modded for caption videos, but I don't know where to start. As in, like, trying to afford, like, saving up to afford the card, or, like, which one to go to. It is a big thing. You also need to make sure that you have the hardware to capture using 3DS capture cards and everything, because they can be quite hefty, but most people seem to be working on them. Which one to go to? I see. You see, I'm not too sure what is around now. Because back when I got my 3DS capture card, the only things that I knew were Loopy, which is 3dscapture.com, which is what I ended up getting with my 3DS capture card, and Katsu Kitty, which I don't actually think exist anymore. The Katsu Kitty, I think, is the main ones. You can also get 3DS XL capture cards, and the capture cards for the new 3DSs too. At least when they were still around, but they cost over twice as much as the Loopy capture cards. Plus, instead of actually being a board fitted on the bottom of the device itself, they got rid of the I think what is it, the infrared receiver on the back. So if you got a 3DS XL capture card or one of the new 3DSs that had the input taken up there, then you can't use anything that you need through like the sensor on the back of the 3DS anymore because it's not there. Plus, I think with Loopy, you also get the option to actually, you know, have your own console, your own 3DS, if you have an original 3DS, of course, and then take it and have it shipped off and have the board fitted to your own console. Whereas I think with Katsu Kitty, if you wanted to buy the device itself, you needed to buy, if you wanted to buy the capture card, you needed to get another one, like buy the actual console, the device from them, and you wouldn't even be able to get to pick the type of 3DS either. Like they would give you something, you wouldn't be able to pick the design or color or anything. They'll just give you like a complete random color, complete random design, which was really weird to me. So inevitably I personally went for the 3dscapture.coms, which is Loopy, which is the one with the black thing fitted on the bottom. I think he only literally just restocked as well. But obviously I didn't have a 3DS, so what I did was I purchased a second-hand 3DS. This all went with my birthday money. I got one for like 70 or 80 quid. And then I shipped it off to Loopy, had the board fitted, and then it came back and I had that. So it was about 300 quid in total for me. I don't know what that would be in if you don't use pounds or anything. I think it would be cheaper because Loopy's based in the US if you happen to be in the US yourself, but yeah. But for the most part, I think with regards to anything else, if you wanted to buy a 3DS capture card, you need to get anywhere else that you can buy it from, you need to get a new console with it already fitted, I believe. But I'm not entirely sure. From what I can remember, it felt like it was like that back when I looked into it to see what I could get. But it might have changed. So you'd have to look it up to be on the safe side. But if it was, for what I have done and what I would recommend is, you know, if you don't have an original 3DS, just standard 3DS, then get one of those. You can get them quite cheaply off of eBay, and then just pay and ship it off to Loopy. But you have to also make sure that your laptop or computer has got the decent enough hardware specs to run the capture card. Most people, at least from more modern videos covering the Loopy 3DS capture card, seem to be running it off of laptops and things, and that's what I run mine off of too. But doesn't, just because some people can run it off just a laptop doesn't mean that all laptops would work, if that makes any sense. Sorry I rambled on a lot there. Don't know if it was helpful or not at all in the slightest. I have an old 3DS XL and I'm in the UK. I see. Sweet. But again, like I said, I'm not too sure if you can send the 3DS XLs off. You might just be better off getting a second-hand original 3DS and then sending it off to Loopy for 3dscapture.com. You could be like me in that regard, because I've got my cousin's old 3DS XL. I bought that off him. And then I've got my 3DS capture card too. And for the most part, I used the XL, if I'm not recording. But yeah, there you go. Anyways. Hey, better! Give Wummy medicine. No user named Wummy. Oh, your eye is stinging now. Oh my god. Is it like an achy sting or like an onion tear sort of sting? Both sound very unpleasant. I'm able to send the 3DS off. Are you? Oh. Okay then. Things must have changed since I looked into it. Well, which one are you looking into then? Is it Katsu Kitty? Or like... I know there's a European... When I go to Katsu Kitty, it takes me to a European site now. A European-based site. I have no idea. I didn't even take a look at this. What am I doing? Oh, we're collecting those, are we? Oh, gosh. I'm not gonna lie, I collected half of those completely by mistake. I thought I was Mario again. Oh, he blocked me. He did it again. What on earth is this thing? Oh my goodness. You move so much slower. Oh my goodness, I can't pay attention. Right in the eye! How did I win that? Oh my goodness. Does that mean I won the whole thing? Are we at the end now? I was chatting so much about 3DS capture cards and Wumbo being terrible at Mario Kart that I just have not been paying attention half this time. I think that means I've won, but I'm not too sure. I wish it does. Let's see. Stop trying to make Vivbot talk. He's not going to talk. Give Neptune 1 coin. Oh my god, you can do that? You can boost levels and crap with that. What on earth? Nearly past Maniac. That's gonna hurt. Jacob's gonna be out the top 20 soon. Just never comes to streams anymore. I don't know. I'll look into it later. That sounds good. Looking into it would be better than just, you know, going into it blindly. Give Wumbo medicine. Must be a whole number. Medicine isn't. Medicine isn't a number, says Vivbot. That's my favourite Vivbot quote now. Everybody write that in your diaries. Am I a cutie? HTML. Can you please work? No. No, don't give me coins, Neptune. Take it back. give Handy863 -1 coin. See if that works. No, stop giving me shit. Let me see. Oh, we did it at the same time. Something right there, criminal scum! Anyways. There you go, Neptune. There's your 10 coins. And there, Gene can have 100. There we go. Anyways. Let's carry on with the game, shall we? We've come to the final tally. It's time to announce the bonus stars. This could be where it all goes downhill. If I've somehow managed to win this, then this is the worst game possible in what you would call it party history. The Far Star for moving the most spaces goes to Mario. Okay. Dice Star goes to both me and Mario. Nice. That's it? My goodness. I don't think I'm not feeling optimistic, but if I've won, then I have won. And that's good enough for me. Let's all fly into space. No, I've lost. Mario won! He was lost for like 90% of it! I don't believe it! He was lost for the most part! And he came back and won! What a tank! I lost! I lost the whole thing! It was not good enough. Was I even in contention? There are 2 points. I was never a part of it. I was like first here, and then that was it. Just everybody else did better. Start of a mini star comeback. What does this mean? Start of a mini star comeback. What does this mean? I don't get it. Anyways. Fucked over by a Mario. Okay. Let's go into Toad's bedroom. A Sean story sounds like a book I would read. No, you would not. Anyways, I'm going to go and have dinner. I'll be back to this, though, because Leanne isn't streaming today, so there's no need to bother about raiding her or anything. By winning one minigame and doing nothing. Yeah, pretty much. Right. Anyways, enjoy the credits. I will be back after they are finished, hopefully, with any luck. Who's in charge? Vivbot, you're in charge. Okay. Sorry about that. That took longer than I wanted it to. Hopefully the credits rolled for a decent amount of that time. Just clean my glasses real quick. Give me a sec. Cool. Okay. Let's see. How are we all doing? My goodness, what else? What else even happened here after I left? Let's see. All that crap. Wombo's just casually saying like, I'm in charge! And then him and Neptune harassed Vivbot for a while. Sean is back. That's cute. Cool. No, that's not fair. Oh, it doesn't have that many. Let's see. What else is going on? Hello again, Wombo. Hello again, Sean. Due to bad internet, I can't upload my 118. But I have the Google Drive link if you want to watch it. I can't watch a ghost on Google Drive, Sean, you idiot. God damn it. Well, what's up with your internet then? Is it just not... Has it just not been working with your console again? Oh, if it's like a video, then yeah, that's fine. I guess. Guess I could watch it. Oh yeah, we need to be. Shh. We need to be Donkey Kong. Upload speed -1. It just gives you stuff back. Okay, Chaos Castle is the last thing that we've got. Cool. If you send that to me on Discord as well, then I'll be able to watch it later. That's fine. It takes 7 hours to upload. I can't be asked. That's fine. Just do that. Leave it on while you're in school. I've not uploaded any of my ghosts for this year so far, I don't think. Hope I don't have too many. But home is school. Well then do it at home. I don't know. I don't care. You'll be going back to school in a couple of weeks, won't you? Or is Wales doing... Wales is probably doing things more sensibly, aren't they? Welcome to Mario Party. You'll be playing on Chaos Castle board. Sweet. Deciding order. Wario. Cool. Your mum is keeping us home until at least Easter. Oh, so it doesn't even matter. Point McCall, it's like that. Oh! This is different. Toad is on the gamepad. There's a yellow Toad on the gamepad. Instead of Bowser. One of my friends is locked on in the gamepad. Remove the locks to rescue my buddy. Okay. Well, that's the 6 done. Cool. It's a good thing that the locks don't have a 0 on them, because then we would have to use a 0 device. Avoid the lava bubbles. How do you avoid them? I have to roll at a specific time. I don't know what's going on there. 2. Oh, I see. Easy enough. Well, now I've got that, yes. We're in a stranger's house. Why does Daisy get a little podium to sit on? It's because she's shorter, slightly shorter than Wario without it. Let's see what happened on lap 3. Oh, fantastic. I'm going to take my clothes off. Hold on a minute. There we go. Oh, what is this? Balance brawl. Balance ball your balls, right. Roll all over the switches. Roll all over the switches. Okay. Nothing else to that. Can I roll over the same switch? No. What? Daisy, what the hell? She just came in and just did that. Okay, that looks fun. Time for Donkey Kong. Boy, here we go. Let's do a little hit. Oh, that's not how far I wanted to go. But it unlocked Toad a little bit more. So that's pretty good. Yes, I can see that. And someone else is probably going to get it. And I'm losing! It's not good. Oh! All my stars are gone. Oh dear, this isn't going well for me today. Why should you not choose the remaining number? I swear you roll a 5 most of the most, or is that just me? I think that's just you. Unless you go and look back and see what I like what I've been rolling and just see what the majority is. I would not know, but I don't think so. I'm pretty sure that's the only 5 I've rolled on this map alone. That's all I really know. Oh, okay. Now this time I want to try and make up for that, so I'm going to roll these. Double. What? There was a third one there? Well, at least I don't have anything to lose. So I could have just jumped anyways. Mini boss battle. Sweet. Let's see what this is. My headache is 100% gone now, although I still feel sick. Wow. It's pretty good. Just randomly gone out of nowhere. Sounds fantastic, but obviously there's still more to be done. Right, what is this? Attack, press 2, jump from a chain. Right, okay. I really do wish it had more than just that. Hello again, Neptune. Oh. Stop doing that, you bastard!
Sean, you're terrible.
Oh, I was really off there. I've lost because of that random fire. No! You're not doing it again! Well, it was easy to start off with. What the hell are you doing, Lord Soup? Subscribe with Prime Gaming for 4 months. What on earth? Wow, that puts the subtotal back up from 1 to 2. I don't know why you choose to subscribe to this out of all things, but thank you nonetheless. I hope you got to enjoy Leanne calling me terrible while I was failing to do that game. Definitely sounds worth it in my opinion. Where is Bowser? He's not on... He's on the castle. In the castle. On the castle? In it? In it? On it? On it? In it? In it? On it? Thank you, Neptune. Just for that, you can have some free oxygen. I don't know. I'm losing. Hello, everyone. How are you doing today, Lord Soup? Good job, Daisy. Well, I have one of those crappy dice too. Oh my goodness, what are those? Everybody, please be careful. If a skewer hits you, you fall down and lose 10 stars. I do not want to be hit by those. I'm alright, nothing much as usual. How are you? I'm good, actually. The weather, the nicer weather has got me in a much better mood than normal. Oh, I really don't want to go up there. I'm gonna use this. Because what do I got to lose? Nothing, but I gain a dice block, so that's good. Oh, okay, that's actually alright. I see you're playing Mario Party 1's 10th clone. Not quite, but yeah, pretty much. Hey! What are you doing that for? Alright, I'll hold on to you then. Toad is free! Oh great, and Daisy takes those. I actually completely forgot about Toad. Are we ever going to get up this wall? She's still in first after that. A mini game box hidden here. Okay, well that breaks the ice a little bit, I guess. So my fingers are really sore all of a sudden. Cloud cover. What does this mean? Memorize the buttons along the route. Oh no. Oh no. Oh dear, no. So 2, 2, 1, A, 2, A, 2. 2, 2, 1. A, 2, A, 2. Don't ask me how I did that. I don't actually know. I guess I just got it into my head well enough. Yeah, playing as DK. I had to. You know, he gives you all these good things in Mario Party 8. Only seems logical to, you know, do that. Also, I'm ensuring that we're getting the hell off this wall. Finally not in last. That's good. And we'll go into the Toad House. Hello, Chavis. Oh. Damn it! I see why that platform's there. Because that rolls slower than everybody else's. And even then I mistime everything. Don't suppose you're thinking of streaming anytime soon, Travis, with your Switch Mario Party or something similar? Just out of curiosity? Just popping by before I stream Bowser's Fury. There we go! You pretty much answered the question before you even heard me ask it. How cool is that? Good to know. Well, hopefully the stream can go well. Fuck Nightbot. But did Nightbot just rank up on Vivbot? Do you know what we found out, Lord Soup? Is that the coins are transferable. The coins that Vivbot gives you. Neptune found out that you can transfer them to people. So if I did something like... I probably have this still here, don't I? So I can do a give command, and it will give... Yeah. Give coins to people. Thought that was pretty interesting. Right. Considering we're right near the end, might as well use these blocks to my advantage. Double sixes. A 7 is fine. Oh, never mind. This is not the end. When this gate opens, you'll battle Bowser, but first, let's take a look at everyone's mini-stars. Handing out some presents. That time I got it! What do the coins do, though? I think that's literally them. I think that's the point. You can exchange them between people. And then you can use them to have more or less on the leaderboards. Yeah, there you go. The leaderboard thing. Bowser will attack each turn. You'll lose half of your mini stars if you're hit, so be careful. What? The coins give XP though. I'm not too sure. I think using the command would give you the XP. Oh, I see! So you have to be in this section, right? I gotcha. I would have kept one of those in case there's like not an area that you can go to earlier. How the fuck am I in 74th? Don't ask me, ask Vivbot, I guess. Piggy in the middle? Why is this on here? Oh, this looks horrible. Oh, but at least I'm not the piggy. I'm the Donkey Kong. So let's go. So I just have to get 1 and 2, right? Guys, I'm over here. Thank you. Daisy, you bitch. She just ran in and took it from me. Okay, now I understand why they didn't pass it to me for first. You've been here for 9 days. Yeah, that's not too long. Oh. Bye, Rosa. Wait, what's going on? What am I doing? I don't like this. Where are we going? Go Donkey Kong. Okay. 3. I need a 3. I'm going to ensure that I get a 3. And just land down there in the gap. Hey, Will. How are you doing? Welcome to this. I want that one. Just in case. Daisy's gonna get caught now, isn't she? I hope so. What the fuck? Twitch? What? Hey, someone using Leanne's emotes in my chat. That's not me. That's good. I think if anyone who's going to do it is probably Wombo or Soup Played. Oh. Work as a team to get coins. Okay. Me and Wario versus the ladies, I guess. Come on then, Wario. Come on. Go over this way. Oh, we're going this way, are we? Which way do you want to go? That way. Feel a bit cheated here. You see Wombo using Leanne emotes fairly often. I like the sound of that because they are worth using. I'm good though. How about everyone else? I think I'm good too. Wait, we going back? Why are we going back? What is this? Feel a bit cheated here. Never mind. Oh, well that's appropriate. Isn't Wario in last place though? Okay, well he really just went up and down with all the stars just then. Okay. Let me get off this island. Oh, I need a 3. That's not good enough. I've lost. Fuck Wario, all the homies hate Wario. It looks like no one agrees with you there. Oh god, Daisy, why? Everyone's just gonna get so little stars, it's ridiculous. What is this? Because now she goes through that thing. Okay, well, Rosalina's gonna win. Bowser Tank Terror. What does that say? He is evil, Mario, and Mario is already evil, so make that what you will. Evil must equal good in the Mario universe. There we go. I don't know. Attack with 2, power up with mushrooms. I wish they would give more information to this, because I have to then stare at the image to try and grasp what I need to do. Well, I see why Soupblade likes Bowser so much. He always makes the Wii Remote vibrate. I have the prime attacking spot here. Never mind. I need a mushroom. Wario. Okay, I'm agreeing with Lord Soup now. I really messed that up. I kind of have a good strategy, but it's a clumsy one at that as well. Wario gets big in lava though, doesn't he? Oh! Well, this makes sense. Oh. Oh no. Oh! That screwed me over. I did it again! That was weird. Okay. Wow. That felt really tough to do for no reason. I think I got the hang of it toward the end there, right? And I still lose. I didn't realise Daisy's just sat on the floor looking all depressed and unhappy about that. Oh, we got the bonus stars. So as long as I win both of them, then it's fine. Anyways, we've come to the final tallies. It's time to announce the bonus stars. The fire star for moving the most spaces goes to Donkey Kong. Somehow. I do not know how. The minigame star goes for the most wins goes to Daisy. Well, that's not enough to beat Rosalina, I don't think. I think she's still got that in the bag. Wario is definitely losing. And if I go, there we go. If it's like by 1 star or something, I'm going to walk out the room. Yeah, she won. Now 71 stars. What on earth? I only got second by 1 star. That's kind of funny. Stargirl wins. That's true. Oh my goodness. That was all over the place. What does the ending look like? What is this? Look at this confusion. What does this mean? Start of a minigame. Start of a mini-star comeback. Start of a mini-star comeback. Start of a mini-star comeback. I don't get any of those. I don't get what these are supposed to be. Anyways. There we go. We did the thing. Is anyone proud of me? I'm not proud of me. So. That's all of those now. We've done that, done that, done that, done that. Yeah, it's just a free play now. And this is the only one we've got left, is the coin challenge. I think with regards to this... Yeah, I've now unlocked all the boss battles, which is good. So although I haven't done all of the mini games, I've technically got all I need to start collecting footage when I need to. So there's not really too much more that I have to do regarding this. I do have these characters now. That's pretty cool because I unlocked them after the last session that I did. So I'm actually going to be Spike. And a minus one of these, and can I swap them? Oh, Yoshi. Wait, what? Let's put Toadette as red. Peach can go. No, wait, Yoshi's green. Okay. That makes sense. Cool. Why am I looking at the capture card to do this? I don't know why. There we are. Ah, screw it. Let's go all out and do 7. Why not? It's not going to take me like 50 hours, is it? Who's ready for the 50-hour live stream? Let's go. Let's not go. Welcome to Coin Challenge. In this game you play 7 mini-games. The player who earns the most coins wins. These are the coins you can earn each match, each round. Try to earn the most coins and come out on top. I will give it my best shot. Let's see what we get first. These are all games I played except for that pipe one there. I like this one though. This is cool. Let's see. Oh yeah, I have to do this. No. The one with the green feet just looks so off to me. This is making my eyes hurt. My goodness, that's close again. I want to go Goombas. It's always them! That's what it was last time. It definitely looks like Goombas to me. Okay, well, it's either Goombas or Toadette. Well, there you go. Yeah, pass Maniac on the leaderboard. Oh my goodness. Wait, can I give Maniac coins and then he'll be back on top again? They're so cute. They do be walking. You're right, they are cute. Wait, which ones are cute? Just all of them? The green things? I feel like the green things are inspired from the SNES game. So I guess we all get 10. Toadette gets 15. Okay. This one's weird, too. Oh, that's so stupid. Oh, yes. My least favorite character out of this lineup won. Fantastic. Actually, no, to be honest, I don't think I like Spike. And I'm playing as him. That's ironic, isn't it? Okay, are we stopping the thing? I will stop on this one, because I know I can do this one. This is the very first minigame I played. Let's go. Nice! It is indeed golf. Do you ever play golf, Will, on the train? You're just like, 4, and then you just hit someone's dog over the head with a golf club. I did that once. Interesting scores. How is Peach winning? I still get to pick? Wait, which one are we... Okay. I want that one. Because I'd never played this one properly. I only played this one in reverse, where I just died. So I'd like to see what this one's all about. That's fun. I wish the CPUs didn't just decide to jump out the clouds halfway through it though, so it lasts for a bit longer. And hopefully get slightly harder to do. Okay, now I'm in the lead, right? Barely. We do this one again? Toadette must like this game. Guess it's because she won it last time. Right, this time I need to focus. People in the chat help me. Right? That has to be the green feet ones. That time. They were definitely a majority, I swear. There's like a massive bunch of them in the middle. It was just only them. There you go. The ones in the green feet are pressures. I wonder what they are. That's hard. The green feet didn't have the majority there. If they do, then I don't know. That's what I'm thinking. Oh, it could be anyone's game. I feel like Toadette might have just got it there. The green feet again! I should have gone with our boys. Our boys down the middle. Galoombas. Oh, the ones you throw. In Super Mario, whatever it's called. Lord Soup, you need to make a Galoombas appreciation level next on Mario Maker 2. You have to finish over the line with holding a Galoomba. That's how you have to finish the level. And you have to make it so you do lots of different tricks and things. If you can make that a requirement. Obviously. No, I hate this one. Maybe. You'll have to look into it. I noticed there was a chance 2 thing on here. I really can't tell how well I'm doing. I lost by 1 point! I was kind of just chancing it there. Or trying to. And I lost by 1 point. Your laptop died. Well, at least you're back now, right? I still got a decent amount. Oh, it's ×2 for everyone. I see. I thought it would just be ×2 for first, which would make it a lot better. Thanks, Peach. I like this level. Goddamn, Luigi playing this level was fantastic, though. Those walruses? Go, Spike, go! Demolish the competition! Yeah! Do I get an achievement for not getting hit by anything? No? Okay. Hello, so much fun, lol. GG. Nice emote. Why is this a question mark now? I wonder. I guess it's because it's the last round or something. Or second to last round, so you have no idea who's ahead, but I'm pretty sure it's me. Oh. Well, look at how many numbers you can get. Maybe I'll get an achievement at the end. Maybe. Toadette got 55. Cool. Peach got 60. 5 points between it. Probably going to be the same here, like 65, right? Yoshi got 70? So I had 95. 105, even better. Nice. I got some achievements there. Right, so it was like joint second with everybody else. Toadette won that one. First to Yoshi, second to Peach, third to Toadette, and I lost. And I won. Second, third. First, second, third. Joint first, third. First, second, third. First, second, third. Cool. That was interesting. Right. Let's go into Toad's bedroom then and see how things go. You win. Thankfully, yes. Thankfully, yes. That's weird. Saying that out loud, it sounded weird. Alright, what can we get from the shop? Is that literally all we got left? I got all those. It's not enough vehicles. Actually, you know what? We could get 3 with these, can't we? How do we... What would give us 300 more points, I wonder? Who knows? Anyways. Well, there's that. That was cool. Right. Oh, nearly at the 4-hour mark. Nice. Let me just take a look and see what this is all about. Okay. So this is who I would get as my victims. Sure. I actually haven't done any of these yet. Oh, what the hell? Well, actually, I want to try this out and see how it goes. Yes, indeed. So I'm not too sure how this differs other than being able to play as Bowser. Welcome to Bowser Party. Here, Bowser will chase Team Mario around the board. I see. Bowser wins if he knocks out everyone. Team Mario wins if someone can get the superstar. So it's slightly different. I see. You do not like Bowser Party at all. Well, sorry. I guess. Hello again, Wombo. Hi back, I'm Neppy. It's a good thing Soup Plate's not here because he'd be having such a fun time. Oh, I've got dice on in my hand. Yeah, I've got dice in my hand. You can't see it on the gamepad. That's actually really cool. Like a really weird thing to do. Fun fact, I have something due in tomorrow, but I'm lazy at the moment. Well, stop being lazy and do it right now. Well, God damn it. I'm glad you got the confusion out of the way. Good. Okay. What did that do? I'm rolling these dice around my hand. Don't know why they're not throwing or anything. I guess I have to wait for my turn specifically, right? There we go. Right. Hold the gamepad. Hold Z and L. Raise the gamepad to roll. Don't forget There are people and objects around you, so be careful. I'm just going to call my sister into the room real quick so I can smack her in the head with the gamepad. Dad, you can't catch up to them on a roll like that. I'm going to let you re-roll that one. Thanks, son. That's better. Let's go and grab him. Oh boy. This is new. Aim for your rivals and press A to attack with the hammer. That's really cool. I don't think she went on my Switch today, Will. I don't know. I think at the weekend she did, but don't forget today's a school day. Did I win or lose? I can't tell. Oh, I just took hearts for them. Okay. Baby Bell. Oh, God. Why are we talking about Baby Bell? What just happened there? I just ate a Baby Bell. Good for you. Good. Okay. If you like them and you haven't eaten in a while, then I guess it's a good thing. You destroyed Toad. He kept driving in my ways. Keep shaking my hand up and down. Is this good enough? I don't know what this means. A 3 dice. So you get different types of dice in this game as well? What on earth? Oh, it's like a slow dice still, right? But only goes up to 3. His name I haven't heard in a very long time. Yeah, same here. Barely anyone in my family likes it though. Hannah, I know, used to love them, but I don't think she's interested in them anymore. And I think I used to like them too when I was younger, but they're just so plasticky. I just gradually just got slowly disgusted by them. Proper cheese is nicer. Right, let's go. Let's see. Can I catch up to him? Good enough for me. I wonder what happens in that scene before it cuts. Bowser's bad breath! Why? Blow into the mic! No! Oh God, why? Oh, I can just talk and it goes, oh, that's good actually. Yeah, I just talk. Because microphones kind of work like that, don't they? Especially if you hold them up close to your face. I'm just going to probably keep clipping the audio just like that. Not you when you're hungry. Snickers, get some Baby Bell. I don't know. Baby Bell, get some nuts. Oh, that does not sound good. Eat nugget. I've got my headphones still plugged into this thing. Ah, okay. Let's forget that minigame ever happened. So I think the last thing I want that to... the last thing I want Soup to know is that I was just doing that. I don't even know where I'm going with this. Where was I going with this? Toad killed Womp. Good for him. Now let's kill Toad. Not that far away from me. I can catch up to them quite easily. Don't kill Toadie. Well, I have to. Because I have to kill everyone. That sounds really bad. Out of context. Oh, I do not need this amount of spaces. Oh, it's Mushroom Gorge! Yes! You can't kill Toad, no one can. Watch me do so. Just for that, I'll purposely target him. Bowser's High Dive! Oh no, what is this? Put your foot in your gamepad. Choose to tap left or right to try and squish him. Okay. And upon so much fun lol's request, I will be purposefully aiming for Toad. Toad is dead. Seems pretty killable to me. Toad, get away! Bye, Toad! Will just doesn't care. He's like, lol, bye, mate. That is mad. When he catches you, he'll steal your hearts in a super scary minigame. Yes. Oh, I still got to get the other three, though. Okay. They call him Mushroom for a reason. Nicely done. Though, to be completely honest, I needed to really be aiming for these guys. Oh, Toad has been resurrected. Okay. Now, to be honest, he was out. He did technically get killed. He just happened to be just undeaded. Rigged. I'll aim for him again. Don't worry. It's fine. I can keep... I said that Toad can't get killed so Bowser can get angry. See, I helped you. Alright, if you say so. I know. We'll try playing normally, I guess. Boil them to mash and stick him in a stew. Oh, please. Oh, which one can I do? Add Bowser Jr. spaces. Big Bad Bowser mode. Bowser dice block +1. Oh, I have to actually rotate. Okay. Big Bowser mode. Yes. You say Big Bowser mode to Soup played, but he'll be thinking something completely different. Now that sounds interesting. Time for Bowser Jr. Revolution. First, I'll just collect everyone's hearts. Okay. Toad just gains 4. Good thing he's not here. Yes, thank goodness. I've said so many things that would be like printed out and put on Soup's wall, probably. Perfectly balanced. There's too much Bowser here, yeah. $19. Oh, we're catching him. Bowser's Roulette Rage. Alright, what do we do here? Set 3 bomb spots and spin the wheel. Tap to stop the wheel. Ooh. Okay, that's going to be interesting. The countdown made me anxious. That seemed like it went pretty well. For the most part. I think I got everyone at least once. 6-3, 6-3. That will be fine for me. Alright, Rosalina and Donkey Kong are very low on hearts. So maybe I should try targeting them next. Oh boy. That's going to be interesting. Oh, they didn't activate it. Okay. What's Bowser Jr. going to do now? Okay. That's fine by me. Off you go, kids. Look at Bowser in the distance. He's just so, like, annoyed. Right, what's gonna happen now? Everyone's heart's reduced by half! That's so funny. Bye, everyone! Alright. $20! When did I need that much? Bowser's bogus bingo. I feel like this is the type of thing that needs a stylus. Oh, come on, turn around. Clumsily trying to turn on the spot. I don't even have my stylus in here. Where did I put it? Tweezers, you're up, I guess. What do I have to do? Oh, I don't even need to do it. Hold Z and R. Quickly raise the gamepad to roll the dice. Go for bingos. Okay, I'll go for bingos. I like playing as Bowser. It's a nice change. I see. There's only one Goomba. So I literally just need Boo and Koopa, really. No, I've already had that. I didn't think you could roll the same thing again. Toad's the last one there! It's all on Toad! Oh, beautiful. Nintendo spelled practice wrong. That's actually the way you spell practice. Oh, Toad had this in the thing, did he? Didn't he? Ooh. Okay. I didn't think he'd be given as a choice. Toad should not be alive. He won't be. I'm about to finish him off. Slide the stylus across the screen to spin the wheel. Tap to stop it. Tweezers, you're up. There you go. He could have at least tried a little harder, but there you are. That was way too easy. There you go. Someone print screen that to give to Soupblade on the Discord server. Just be like, at Soupblade about 5 times. Cool. We get any weird pictures? We do. A bitter loss. That was me taking all of Toad's hearts. And twice. He just documents it twice so I can keep it forever. Okay. Let's see, do we have enough Mario Party points for the final thing now? We'll find out. He did, yes, and now let's go to his bedroom. Oh, we got plenty. There we go. I don't really know if there's any importance to these specifically. Music, I guess, kind of makes some sense. But for the most part, I got everything that you can play with in here now, so that's pretty good. Now for the credits again, shall we? I done it. I print screened and spam Soupblade. Good job, Will. Have a biscuit. So shall we take a look at the Miiverse settings? Display posts during loading? Oh boy. That could have not gone well when Miiverse was active, surely. Right. GG, everyone. A chocolate biscuit, if you add chocolate to it. Anyways. Right, I think we're done for the stream today. You guys got well over 4 hours from me. Are you happy about that? Usually you only just get 1, but because Leanne wasn't streaming today, even though I probably could have raided her on a regular schedule, then yeah. Hello again, Gene. You literally just came back at the end of the stream. You're not, well, tough. You have to be. Otherwise, 1,000 billion points. Reduction. I don't know. 1,000 million, what would that be? Pretty sure that's a billion, isn't it? Anyways, let's see who's around to raid today. Let's take a look. That scared the crap out of me. Why did that open up and it was that? Playing on my thing. It's just one of my songs that I was working on earlier today. It's playing on here. Oh, Nick is live. That's appropriate. Of course we need to raid Nick. He's the birthday boy today. We have to raid Nick. Right. So, without further ado, I am going to raid Mr. NMeade himself, the birthday man. Please, if you were to be so kind as to be like, happy birthday, you wonderful man, in his chat on my behalf, then I'll be more than appreciated with everybody here. But otherwise, thank you everyone for coming by and hanging out today. That was a nice long stream. I think everybody got to enjoy quite a bit there. Tomorrow I think I'll probably return to some Mario Party 8 because I've given this a go and I think I'm ready to start working and recording on this when I next do so. So now I just need to prepare everything for Mario Party 8 and then that'll be there. So yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with any luck and we'll be doing our normal stuff. Let's raid Nick. Once again, wish him a happy birthday on my behalf. Just literally the raid message be happy birthday Nick or happy birthday Mr. Meade. Take it easy everybody. Hope you have a good night. Thank you everybody for watching and I shall see you again when I next do so.